Well, there are only a few days left until Rwanda's presidential election on Friday, August 4th. President Paul Kagame is predicted by most analysts to win big in Friday's poll. Green Party candidate Frank Habineza and independent candidate Philippe Mpanyimana are fighting an uphill battle against Kagame, who has won landslide victories in the last two presidential elections. VOA's Rwema spoke with the executive secretary of Rwanda's National Electoral Commission, Charles Munyaneza, about election observers and the vote being a foregone conclusion win for Kagame.
Let me first say two things. One, we know of countries where elections have taken place and there have been no election observers. And that has not taken away the credibility of these elections. For instance, we in the National Electoral Commission, and as far as I know, we Rwandans have never gone to observe elections in America, have never gone to observe elections in Europe, and that has not taken away the credibility of those elections. So in the first place, much as the observers are good, depending on their recommendations and the advice that come after the polls, it is not only election observation that makes elections credible. There are many factors, especially how the elections are managed locally and how people are serious as nationals and the commission, how they take the elections. So it's not about the credibility of observers only, but there are also factors. And for us, we think this is important. Secondly, we have got very many observers right now as I talk. We've got over now 1,700 election observers already accredited. And the process ends on that. This number could rise up to 2,000. Of those, we've got over 400 international observers from Europe, from Africa, and everywhere. Now, specifically talking about one organization that said originally that they wouldn't be sending these observers, especially the European Union. I think it was a misrepresentation. What they have not done is sending people from Europe, observers from Europe, from their countries. But as I talk now, we have accredited observers from each and every embassy, every European embassy accredited to Rwanda. They have sent observers, the English, the Germans, the Dutch, the Swiss, everybody has sent observers. So to us, we don't think that's a very big problem. As I said, it is not about observation, but also other factors that make elections credible. I'm happy that Rwandans have turned up in large numbers to be accredited, and as far as we are concerned, if we can get advice from our local people, that is even more relevant than we would get from people coming from outside, some of whom may not be even understanding the context within which we manage our elections.
And that was Charles Munyaneza. He's the Executive Secretary of the Rwandan National Electoral Commission.